Alright guys, so what I have here, this is a completely another option that you can have. If you don't like wrapping your ropes like that, maybe you want to do something different. This is a perfect thing to do, or a perfect thing to get to wrap your ropes up in. It's really simple and it's really neat. This is what I use most of the time when I'm doing a lot of my climbing videos, or if I'm using my rope outdoors. And what this is this is a rope bag by Matoilus. But this thing is pretty awesome. It makes it really easy to wrap climbing ropes in. And what you need to do is basically, it has this big tarp in it. It keeps the dirt and debris out of your rope when you're climbing outdoors, so your rope is laying on this rather than the ground. Dirt inside of your rope actually creates micro cuts. It creates micro cuts in the actual strands of the rope, and that's not good. And then it also makes you have to wash your rope more often. So your rope gets dirty if it's just sitting on the ground, but it's less dirty if it's on a tarp. So anything to keep it off the ground is always a good idea, especially for climbing ropes. Now what we're doing here is I got one end of the actual climbing rope that we're going to put in the bag. And what I'm going to do is there's a nice little loop here. I'm going to take that rope and I'm going to put it through that loop. And then I'm just going to tie a real basic, simple knot. You can do any knot you want. That's just like a nice little simple knot. So now that we have the rope tied to the end, I'm going to flake the rope. I'm going to flake the rope onto this actual tarp covering here, and I'm basically just going to do as I normally would any other standard climbing rope, checking it along the way as much as you want. I know that this rope is okay because I just checked it recently, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep pulling this in. The cool thing about these tarps is they usually come with a separate end here, so it's like another ring. And what you can do is you can take that rope and stick it through that little loop and then do the same as you did to the other end. The last thing you have to do is you have to tuck it all away. The best thing to do is you bunch up your rope right into the tarp and you fold one side over and you fold the other side. Okay? And now you basically start wrapping this up, just like a burrito or anything else. Now what you have here is a nice viewing port, so you can see what color your bags are, or what color your rope is, so that way if you have different colored ropes that are different colored lengths, you can know which bag or which rope you're actually grabbing. It's got a nice little cinch knot here. Just cinch it up, pull that down, and then I like to just tuck it in. Now what we have are two straps, left and right, and you just hook those and you pull the tabs down on them, and this is just going to compress it and make it a lot easier to carry. Alright, if you're a serious outdoorsman, a serious climber, I would highly recommend investing in these. These Matoilus rope bags run about 30 bucks. It's a little bit pricey, but to keep your rope in line, because your ropes are generally going to run about $120, $150 to even up to like $300, just depending on what rope you get, what brand, everything. So this is a really good investment to make. It's like an insurance policy to keep it a lot cleaner, a lot drier. It'll make your rope last a lot longer than a standard rope on the ground would. Great thing about it is it's also got this nice little strap here. You just throw it around the shoulder and you're off.